go backpacking around the world. I remember having a visualization when I was 12 years old with little khaki shorts and little safari shoes and the hat and the binoculars dangling around my neck. That visualization pierced my mind in that moment. And when I woke up that next morning, I knew that today is the day I'm taking back my power. Today is the day I'm walking away from this toxic life that I've been living. Today is the day I'm letting God back in. And today is the day that I declare and I'm following my dream. I called every friend in Hawaii. And I said, come to my home for free and take anything that you want. I'm talking big screen TVs, sectional couches, expensive flatware, books, CDs, clothing, all of the trappings that 10 years in a 3-bedroom home bring. I gave my life away. I didn't sell it, I gave it away. It was the most freeing feeling of my entire life, to walk away from stuff. Because it's not stuff that matters in the end. You cannot bring it with you. None of it matters. It's the attachment that we have to it. I found a home for my cat on the 2nd day. And on the 3rd day, when I was dropping off the remnants from the things that nobody took from my home at the Goodwill, a man who was also making a deposit made the offhanded remark, "I like your car." I said, "Oh my God, it's for sale, make me an offer." I sold my car, cute little sports car, in the middle of the Goodwill parking lot. I didn't even know if the guy's check would cash. Honest to God, you can't make this stuff up. Right. Synchronicity, destiny, whatever it was. Hours from me getting on an airplane, I had no idea what I was going to do with that car. That's the only money that I took from 10 years living in a home, was the money for the car. And I went and bought a map and circled everywhere in the world I ever wanted to go. And I was on an airplane into the unknown 76 hours after making that decision. And I didn't know how I was going to afford it. I didn't have the money to go when I left. Let me repeat that. I did not have the money to go to afford 2 years backpacking around the world when I left. But I had the why. And when you have a strong enough why and you keep your eye on the why, the what doesn't matter and the how always shows up. I knew why I had to change my life. And that is where I kept my focus. I spent the first year crisscrossing America. And on that journey, I met up with my best friend, Amy, who was living in Colorado at the time and just got out of a relationship, and she was ready for a change. She met me on the journey. We spent 1 year crisscrossing America. And I did things like clean toilets for $5 an hour in Monahans, Texas. One lady told me my rates were too high. I assure you, when I lived in Hawaii, I had a housekeeper, and I paid her a lot more than $5 an hour. I delivered newspapers, the hardest job I've ever done in my entire life. I collected aluminum cans. There were times my car was bursting at the seams from aluminum cans. Alaska was a much cleaner place after me spending 6 months there. I would walk the highway for miles and hours collecting aluminum cans. And every can that I tossed into my green garbage bag, I would say, thank you for the free money, thank you. And when I got to Vietnam, that $1,000 U.S. cash for the cans turned into 12,000 dong, which is a lot of money in the country of Vietnam. I sold my plasma clear across America. Most people don't even know you can earn $250 a month selling your plasma. I bartered for food with butchers. I was on a spending freeze. My budget was so tight, I wouldn't allow myself the luxury of buying a 25-cent disposable razor. And on the beaches of Cambodia, 2 little girls came up and beaded my leg hair. That's how long it was. And when I got back to America, 2 years without shaving, and anyone who really knows me, on my 10 things you don't know about me, I'm a hair phobe. I even shave the hair on my arms. So that was really living out of comfort for me for 2 years. And it took 4 razors and 45 minutes in the shower for me to shave all that off and get the beads out. None of those things were fast. None of those things were fun. And I assure you, none of those things were easy. But that is the price I was willing to pay for my dream. Everything comes with a price, and I ask you to start thinking, what price are you willing to pay for yours?